Hello once again. I thought I'll do another video, something completely different, and that's American comedy. You know, I go on about how much I enjoy classic British comedy. Now let's talk about American comedy, shall we? I can't fucking stand it. Honestly, I cannot fucking stand American comedy. And I'll say that things like Friends, you know, it was such a big hit here in the UK. People seem to love it. Me, on the other hand, I watched one episode of it and I just wanted to fucking vomit blood. I thought it was rubbish. I hated it. You know, there's a few things that came over that wasn't so bad. I mean, you get the older, got like Cheers, Taxi was another one I didn't mind. You know, there was stuff that you did not really mind. You know, but it wasn't one of them comedies you could just come back to, like Only Fools and Horses or some British classic comedy you can watch again and again and again. Can't do that with American comedy. As I say, a lot of it I just fucking couldn't stand. And Friends was just one of them. But when I was living over there, you know, I got into the 70s show. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. What's that one? 3.5 Men. That was borderline. But you know, when there's fuck all else to watch over there, you know, you tend to find what, you know, if it's okay, you watch it. But if it was on over here, I wouldn't give it the time of day. But I didn't. I think if I was going to say one good comedy show, like I probably would watch again, that would be the 70s show, because that wasn't too bad. Oh, Police Squad was another one that I liked. I got actually got the DVD box set of that. They only made one season of that, of Police Squad. Obviously they carried it on with the Naked Gun films, and you know, you watch that over time, you soon get sick of it. But they were good, you know, they were good. I'd say that would be one that I would come back to. But then you have the British comedy. Then the Americans tried to have a go with it. You know, they tried to make their own version. Oh fucking God. What fucking disasters they turned out to be. We all know Red Wolf. You know, I think everyone that was a Red Wolf fan, that is a Red Wolf fan, knows there was going to be an American version of it. They made it. I think they made 2 or 3 pilots. Holy shit, they were that crap. You know, it doesn't work. They've done this in the past. They've tried making American versions of British sitcoms. It doesn't work. And what did they do? Of all of them was try and do Fawlty Towers. Their own version of Fawlty Towers. It wasn't called Fawlty Towers, it was something completely different, and the character name was doing it. But it was inspired by Fawlty Towers. They wanted their own version of it. It was crap. You can't do that. No American out there can do Basil Fawlty. I'm sorry, no one can do Basil Fawlty. Only John Cleese can do Basil Fawlty. No one else can. That was his character, and you know, no one else can portray that. No one else can do Basil Fawlty like John Cleese. It was him. It was him. And the Americans had a go, you know, making their own version in an hotel. Of course, it's crap. And then when we come to On the Buses, an absolute classic. I would say it's one of my, well, not my favourite, but one of them. You know, it's definitely almost up there. One of my top sitcoms. You know, On the Buses. Absolutely brilliant comedy. Oh, guess what? The Americans had to have their own version of that. It was called Lot of Luck. I've never seen it, but I don't think it lasted very long. But On the Buses, you can't do an American version of On the Buses. Sorry, no, you cannot do that. How is that going to work with American buses? As far as I know, you know, their bus systems were completely different to our bus systems back in the early, like the 60s and the 70s. I don't think they had bus conductors on their buses, and usually their buses were single-decker buses. I don't think they had double-decker buses over there. They probably do, but you know, there were more long-distance buses. You know, maybe New York, they had the town buses. I don't know, but Americans totally different to us, you know. You can't do On the Buses. Americans could not do On the Buses, even though it was the writers. I think they done On the Buses. They ripped their version, or they took our ideas. I don't know, but it didn't fucking work. Would you expect an American version of On the Buses? You can't have an American Stan Butler. An American Jack? No, it just doesn't work. An American Blakey? No, that would just be weird. Imagine Blakey with an American accent. I'm gonna get you right now. No, I can't do it. You fucking sound retarded. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't have an American fucking On the Buses. Nah, that was never going to work. They did Taxi though. They did Taxi. I think that was alright. That was Taxi. You know, obviously they could do it with the cabs. You could do it with cabs. I can't imagine a London cab comedy. I know Hale and Pace did a comedy sketches when there was black cabbies, but I just can't imagine a comedy series with black cabs. I mean, Carry On. It was a Carry On film, wasn't there? Carry On Cabby. They did it. Yeah, they did it, but it was a sort of like a Carry On film, so that was good. You know, I don't think it would work. Oh, Roger was another one. John Sullivan, wasn't it? But that wasn't black cabs, it was like mini cabs, wasn't it? So, I don't know, maybe it could work, but it hasn't been done with black cabs, has it? I think the closest one was Carry On Cabby. So, never know, but I don't know if it'll work, you know. Taxi, you know, the other cabs. So, that was work. Cheers was another one. See, that was set around a bar in, was it New York? Was it? I can't remember now. Was it New York? That was set. The thing is, we got it wouldn't work, I don't think, because we have comedy sitcoms that feature a pub. You know, a pub setting. A lot of comedy series had a pub setting. Only Fools and Horses. There was others. There was definitely others who had a pub setting. So having a comedy about a pub, I don't think it would work over here because we've got so many pub settings. So it doesn't matter. What else was there? I think there was an American version of Only Fools and Horses, and I dread to imagine what that was like. Only Fools and Horses. You can't get any more working class than that. Well, you could, you got all the others, but you know, that just is not going to work in America. That will not work. Sorry. Leave our fucking comedy alone. You know, you can't do it. Just you stick to what you're good at, we stick to what we're good at. But mind you, there was one success over there. Mind you, based on a fucking comedy series that I can't fucking stand anyway, and that was The Office. I think it had rave reviews. The American version had rave reviews. It did well over there. I know the British version done well over it, but it was, I fucking hated it. I watched one episode of The Office. It is shit. People say, oh, it's brilliant. No, it fucking wasn't. What part of it was any good? They wasn't even actors. Gervais was, but the other guys, they were not actors. It was rubbish. People say, oh, it's a fucking good comedy. Yeah, to fucking office staff. When people work in an office, it might appeal to. I thought it was crap. Fucking hell. What else was there? What other American comedies were there? Were based on British sitcoms. Wasn't an Alf Garnett, was there? No, they couldn't do Alf Garnett. Fucking hell, that would have taken the right piss. If they did Alf Garnett over there, that would have taken the piss. You just can't do it. You can't do Alf Garnett. No. No. What else? What else? What else? Dear John one over there that went over there? I don't know. Dear John, one of my favourites, but was there an American version of that? It's probably revenge, isn't it, for us stealing all their game shows? You know, we got all their game shows. You know, The Price is Right, Family Fortunes, well, Family Feud over there. Play Your Cards Right was an American game show. It was called Card Sharks. So we nicked that off them. What else was there? There's probably other game shows. I don't think we nicked 321. I didn't mind 321. It was a long time ago, wasn't it? No, I know there was other, but this thing was. I ain't supposed to be talking about game shows here. We're talking about American comedies. But you know me, I go off at tangents. I break all the rules. Of course, it's my channel. I'm allowed to break all the rules. Yeah, but if you can think of some. I think I might have covered the top ones, like, no, I forgot. Like On the Buses. Red Dwarf, that was the one that was known to everyone, I think. Red Dwarf did not fucking work. 40 Towers, you know damn well that was never going to work. I'm sure there was others. I'm sure there was other classics. Did they even attempt to do the young ones? I think they might have done something on the lines of that. Never took off. Hang on a minute. So I just went and had a look at my comedy collection just to see what else they could have done. I think they did do Men Behaving Badly. That was another one they did do. I don't know what I've never seen that, but I can only imagine it was shit. Now, did they try and do, what the fuck was it called? Frank Spencer, Some Others Still Have 'Em. Sorry, but no one else could do Frank Spencer. That's Michael Crawford all over. He's the only one that can do that. No one else can. He can't be touched by it. No one else can do Frank Spencer. If there is an American version of that, then you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. No. Just do your own fucking comedy, okay? You leave us to do the great comedies. All the, you know, the Americans don't have a dry sense of humour. You know, their comedy is more slapstick. You know, someone falls on the floor and it's funny, you know, or they say a word like arse and they all fucking go laughing. They're laughing, or someone goes woo. What the fuck's woo? Or yeah, what the fuck is all that all about? I know it was in the Dukes of Hazzard, but it's fucking not comedy, was it? But I might do another. I might talk about American, you know, television programs, like more serious stuff, not comedy, but you know, not comedy. You know what I'm talking about. I might do another video of that later. I don't know, but any Americans watching, I'm not having a go at you, but please. Do not fucking take any more of our fucking classic comedy and ruin it. You leave us to do the great stuff. Even, well, there's no new comedy now. It's all shit these days anyway. That's why I always refer to the classic comedies, because you can't beat classic comedy. You cannot beat it. There's nothing on now worth watching. Well, that's just my opinion anyway, and I think it's time to end this video. So thank you so much for watching. Any other comedy out there that I might have missed, you know, that was overaired and fucked up in America? You know, if any, or if there's an American comedies you might like, you know, I wasn't a great fan of a lot of them. I just don't know, I just could not get into their comedy. As I say, I did not mind the 70s Show, I did not mind Taxi, Cheers, but I don't think I could watch it again though. You know, it ain't got a replay value like the old British comedy has. Nah, Police Squad I might watch again. I can probably watch that again. Anyway, now I'm definitely going to end this video, so thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.